The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
To Hart, where is he?
53 is the mic. I got one.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped. Inside the 40.
That's good for our Vikings. First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Check. Check 53 is right. Check right. Spot.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Number 53, Mike 53. Go tackle, go.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
Here's a first and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides.
Check safety.
Here's Ham, the fullback. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Chris Jones on the stop.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hart, where is he? Leave it. 48.
Hey, they're scared. Check. Through. Wide, get wide. Shit.
Yo.
Shit.
Wait, that.
Throwing on second down. Cousins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Tight right. Hey, we got 3 down.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Under 10, under 10. Attack, attack.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Mahomes to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the
Attack, attack.
check. Race don't travel, race don't travel.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the Vikings' 35-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
First carry for Spencer Ware. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I'm going to come back to you.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
56, Mike.
Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Intended for C.J. Ham. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Here's one of 2 Colquitts punting in our game here. This is Britton who gets the first shot. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm coming.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
61, matchbox, right.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got his man, it's Williams. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Sherrill's on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Crunch time, defense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Check. 53 is mine. It's our field. It's our field.
On second and 11 now. Cousins. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Hard throw, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And it's complete. They're going to get the first. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
You know how I always talk about when teams line up for long field goals, that you should be in a safe defense.
Right.
But you're also in a position here where this is a makeable kick. So rushing it is also part of this strategy. Maybe they use their aggressiveness against them on that fake.
Yeah, with a low trajectory, they're coming in hot, trying to block it. And you're right, and obviously it worked out.
43, 15. Right side.
Mahomes now on first down. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
A gain of 17 yards. Let's go for a Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Here we go, 48.
Check 25. Check 25.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing, Cousins. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Now Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
First down. Here's Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Check.
Go.
53 is the mic.
Play action now. Cousins. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Check 15. Check 15.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but it'll be second down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays at that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Oh, you got deep?
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A first down throw for Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Let's go right here now. Check 43. Shift. Watch the shift.
Hey, Clifford.
36. Big Dad,
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
I got it.
On third down, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Wells. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On first down, it's Williams, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, You know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Hill on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says...
And this is caught inside the 5. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 59 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Switch.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 68 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Play fake. Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Cousins now. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, And then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
That's it. Big hit.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Hey, Lyle, 64, weak.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
4 big. Right there, 54, Mike. Go, go, go. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, here we go.
Yellow.
5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike's
Attack, attack.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
Slam, slam. Tight, tight, tight. Tight, tight.
Attack.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done.
And got his man complete. Give him 32 on the play. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the 1st quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And this is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Lie down these two. Lie down these two. Don't get nervous.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.